What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good today. I've done a lot of grinding off camera. As you can see, level 30 now, and I'll show you the reason for why that is. Oh, a little bit of lag. So, in the boiler room down here, I've gone through the trouble of placing these furnaces and smelting a lot of kelp. So all of these furnaces were actually active at some point, and it's actually pretty fun how it started. I brought down 3 stacks of wood, and then with those 3 stacks of wood, I smelted about a little bit more than 3, but about 3 stacks of dried kelp. Now, if you didn't know, it takes 9 kelp to make 1 kelp block, right? So if you make 9 kelp, that gives you a single kelp block. But a dried kelp block will cook 20 items. So that means if you made another dried kelp block, you would have 11 dried kelp left over. So that means that if you cook 9 dried kelp and make them into 1 dried kelp block, and then use that kelp block to cook kelp, you'll get an extra 11 dried kelp. And so what I would do is I would just go out into the ocean with my turtle shell helmet, break tons and tons and tons of those stalks really close to the bottom. They would all float up to the surface. I would collect them all, and I had probably 2 or 3 inventories just completely full of kelp. And I would put them over in this chest, and I put them in this chest, and then I would just manage these furnaces and make sure that there were always dried kelp blocks burning kelp. And all these furnaces, guys, every single one was active, and I had to refill them about 2 or 3 times just to get this amount of kelp. So yeah, we've got a lot of experience from that. I gained a lot of levels doing it, but more importantly, we now have a massive source of fuel. And the reason that's important is because we are gonna need to smelt a lot of glass, guys. Anyway, since we got our 30 levels, I was thinking we should do an enchantment. What kind of enchantment, you might ask? The diamond pickaxe. So we know this thing is going to be Fortune 3, which means if we get some diamonds and we use this pickaxe on them, we're going to end up with a lot more diamonds. Oh yeah, Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4. That is so nice. Obviously, it could have been slightly nicer with also getting Unbreaking 3, but I am not going to complain about it at all. So one thing that we need to do is make sure that we use this on coal as well as redstone, lapis, diamonds, anything that drops itself as an item. That's what we want to be using that on. I'm actually going to just take a decent amount of iron as well as a decent amount of coal, because we're going to be going into the caves, guys, and we're going to be trying to find a lot of diamonds today, as well as perhaps going a little bit of treasure hunting. I'm not entirely sure yet. Protection 3, that's not very good. Bow, Unbreaking 3, that's okay. Axe, Efficiency 3. Wow, this is just an underwhelming enchant session. I'm gonna put these books here. I'm actually gonna be keeping this, and we need some wood. So as you can see, I did not burn very much of my wood. I kept most of that safe. The reason is I don't want to be burning wood. Wood is a building material. Kelp, I mean, it's technically a building material, but it doesn't look very nice compared to wood. So I would much rather be getting a heck ton of dry kelp, burning that instead, and then saving my wood for actual building projects. But yeah, so maybe I'll give you a little demonstration of how this kelp works. But first, I want to be going underground. I want to be getting all those diamonds, because we've got a couple. We definitely have a couple, but it would be nice if we had a little bit more. And where are my buckets? Hey, sorry about that, guys. I'm not exactly sure what happened to my bucket, so I just made a new one. Alright, and we're gonna be going down into the mine. So, we've had a little bit of bad luck with diamonds lately. Haven't found very many of them. We did find two patches, if you really can count one diamond as being a patch. And yeah, I guess you could say we've technically found two patches. But that's not exactly good enough, guys. We need to get a lot more progress done on the diamond front. Because if you look at the Guardian farm, specifically I'm thinking the ocean monuments that we're going to be turning into garden farms. I know they're not actually guardian farms. Oh yeah, check this out. This fortune is going to give us extra coal, and it mines it super quick. Oh, it's good. Anyway, yeah. So, the guardian farms, as soon as we get like a pair of depth strider boots and maybe some protection on like leggings or something, they don't even have to be diamond leggings, they could just be regular leggings like iron. As soon as we do that, we can actually go through, and I think we can start to clear it. We'll need to bring ways to get air, of course, and there are still a few tricks for that. But yeah, like we're that close to being able to take down a monument, and if we get a farm started, then that'll be so good. We'll be able to collect tons of prismarine blocks. We'll be able to build things out of those blocks, as well as we'll be getting tons of fish from actually killing guardians. And the experience is going to be one of the best XP farms in the game. So, I would like to move that direction. Obviously, that depends pretty heavily on like whether we get the right enchantments on boots, whether we, you know, get the right XP, whether we don't die, all those things. It depends on all those things, of course. But if we can get there, I think that would be a very, very good thing to do, especially in the future. So for now, I'm just going to be collecting a bit of resources, and this episode is going to be more of a talk episode than some of the other episodes might have been. Oh, nice, gold. But so I think another thing that I wanted to talk about was the other day I was listening to a podcast, and I thought it was super interesting. It was a Joe Rogan and Russell Brand podcast. And so Russell Brand is this really interesting person. He's had a lot of addiction problems and stuff in his life, but he's like found ways to overcome them. And he has a lot of really interesting perspective. So the other day they were talking about let's see, what were they talking about exactly? They were talking about like the way that our system works, and specifically the system that they were talking about with that was like a mixture of democracy but also kind of capitalism. And I don't know, I just thought it was really interesting. It was Joe Rogan with Russell Brand, I think it was like 1028 or something, If you guys watch Joe Rogan and you haven't seen that episode already, you should check it out because I thought there was a lot of good insight and some interesting points in it. And I don't know, we need more people thinking positively about how they can make the world a better place. I think that's really true. Anyways, guys, I think the basic general message that I would like to take from that is, even though it's really important that we have laws and that we follow laws, that doesn't mean that all of the laws that we have are perfect, or that every system that we have is working as good as it could. And so we should still be keeping our eyes out for better ways to run things, right? Just because we have a law now doesn't mean we can't find a better one later. So that doesn't mean go breaking the laws, but it means if you can find a better solution, then we should try to get that better solution instead. That's very generally the basic gist of the podcast. But I thought it was super good. I highly recommend you guys check it out if you're interested. But yeah, I'm a little sad we haven't found diamonds yet. I was kind of hoping we would. But it's okay. We've got a couple more pickaxes, and we've also got plenty of wood and iron, so we can always build more furnaces whenever we need. We are getting a lot of redstone, which is good, because when you use redstone, oh yes, we found diamonds. We found diamonds, everybody. Oh, and it looks like it's a big patch. Oh boy, it's a big patch, that's for sure. But yeah, when you use redstone, you use a lot of redstone, guys. It's not just something like, I mean, it can be something that you just use like a couple of, but more often than not, if you're using redstone, it's because like you've got a lot of redstone to use. Sweet. Alright, guys, this is 8 diamonds. This is the biggest possible patch that they can spawn in. So let's see how many we get. Fingers crossed. It could be up to, let's see, Fortune 3 allows you to get up to 4 items. So if we got 8, it could be up to 32. It's highly unlikely. I'm expecting more like 17 or something like that. Come on, come on, come on. 13. Okay, well, it was a little less than I was expecting, but 13 diamonds is already a lot. Like, we can make a lot of things with that. We can make another pickaxe for just like general digging. We can also create another shovel. I would like to get a kind of, what are they called? Boots as well, because we want some depth strider. For sure we want depth strider. It's going to be hyper necessary in this ocean world. And yeah, just generally it's good to have diamonds so you can always repair your tools. So this diamond pickaxe that I'm using right here, for example, this is our path, yeah, cool. This diamond pickaxe that I'm using right here, for example, wow, now that I think of it, did I turn? Oh, it did. That is such a coincidence. I just happened to turn into these diamonds. That's so lucky. Guys, I promise I'm not cheating. I don't cheat in this world. But, yeah. Oh my goodness, we're level 30 again. But there's so many different things that we can use our XP on. Like, we really do want to stack up a lot of levels because they're just generally really handy. Especially if you've got diamonds to spare. And trust me, guys, if we do a little bit more mining, we'll have diamonds to spare. Because all you need when you've got Fortune 3 is a couple of diamond patches and you are set for life. I mean, right there, we found 8. So that means we got 5 free diamonds, and that's on the low side, guys. It's normally a little bit higher than that. We got pretty unlucky, and we still got an extra 5 diamonds, almost doubled. But, yeah. Getting a lot of coal. Coal is one of the best ways to get XP if you don't have an XP farm. Just mine coal. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, but I don't really need any extra coal. I've already got a lot. No, you always want more coal because you can make torches out of it. You can make coal blocks, which, if anything else, just kind of look cool on their own in some areas. You can also just pump out a ton of furnaces and make mass projects. Like if you want a bunch of smooth stone but you don't have a silk touch pick, you can just start furnacing a bunch of cobblestone. If you want to make glass, like a lot of glass, you're gonna need coal. Like that's kind of our situation. We're gonna be needing tons of burnable stuff because we've got that desert nearby those villages and we need to do something with a lot of glass. So, I don't know, guys. It looks like the desert's gonna be getting a little bit disappeared. Anyway, the point is, pick up coal. Gives you XP, gives you coal. Coal is good. Don't do the thing where you're like, oh, I'm sick of mining coal. I'm not gonna get any more. Don't do that because you will want it. Trust me. Just good stuff. This pickaxe is about to break, sadly. And I think actually we need to go over towards our underground mining station and drop off some cobblestone, as well as refresh our pickaxes. Oh, I missed this. It's a good thing I found it now. We never want to leave this gold unattended. But yeah, guys, we're already up to 13 diamonds, and look at this. We've already got a lot of redstone, a lot of coal. Like I was saying, guys, you just have to mine. It just takes a little bit of mining and a little bit of patience, and you can get all the stuff that you want. I mean, not everything you can find with mining, of course, but I mean, everything useful. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, mining gives you a lot. You get extra iron, extra building materials. Mining is the key to success, guys. Another thing I would say that's pretty important for the early game, if you get a fortune pick that doesn't have unbreaking, don't use it like a regular pick. Don't use it to dig around and stuff, because if it doesn't have unbreaking, it's gonna take you forever to actually repair the pick. So I would recommend, if you get one with unbreaking, then you can use it just like as whatever you want. But if you don't, then I would try to stick to like just keeping it for the Fortune 3 things, just so that you save your pick durability, because you don't want to just lose your good picks, you know? You want to have something useful that you can use. And the iron picks aren't so slow. In fact, never use stone picks when you've got a lot of iron, because iron is a lot faster and it's super noticeable when you're mining. Those are my Minecraft tips. Like I said, I'm not an expert in Minecraft, but I have played a lot of it. And I feel like I know a lot of good tricks that could be useful to some people. I mean, there's a good chance that you guys know this already, but just in case you don't, I thought it would be useful to help. Oh my goodness, guys. I was about to just start recording, actually. I was gonna get this coal first, but ran into diamonds earlier than I was expecting. So this is actually super close. This is the corridor where we started. Oh my goodness, I missed this. How did I miss that? This right here, though, is the corridor where we were just walking through, the one with the furnace. And literally just a few blocks in, and there was a giant coal patch. And lo and behold, underneath the coal patch was a patch of diamonds. I'm telling you guys, it's not that hard to get if you just do some mining. So this looks like 4, maybe 5. I'll have to see. There's, oh my goodness, gold too. 5, yeah, 5. Alright, I'm gonna get this gold real fast just because I know how much gold I'm getting. And it'll be more exciting if we save the diamonds for the last. Alright, guys. How many are we gonna get? We're supposed to get 5, but we could get a lot more. Let's find out. Oh yeah, that's 8, 10 diamonds, so we doubled the diamond count. It used to be, no, actually we didn't. It used to be 13, and we are now sitting at 23, almost double. It's, oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, we're doing great. The caving is working out really well. What was it? I was thinking about the Guardian farm in particular. Oh boy, cave. Okay, I gotta try not to die here. Oh wait, is this on the other side of the other cave that we were just at? Looks kind of like it. Yeah, I bet you it is. Okay, is that a cave spider? If that's a cave spider, okay, good. That was a cave spider. I did not want to fight. Don't worry, guys. I know I've had. Oh, some people be triggered that I don't get all the stuff right away. I like lighting it up, making sure that it's kind of safe before going and doing dangerous things like collecting stuff. So, we're gonna be getting all these goodies and exploring this cave a little bit. Oh, guys. Never dig where you're standing. Oh, man. One of the basic rules of Minecraft, guys. Oh, no. No, not like this. Oh, man. I cannot believe I did that. And I can't believe I didn't have my water bucket ready. It's a classic Minecraft rule to always have a water bucket ready. Guys, that was embarrassing. Oh no. Well, I mean, it sucks to end the episode like that, but I feel like we gotta end the episode like that. Next episode will be recovering from the devastating loss that just occurred. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. All of the rage quits and people who probably will never watch again. Hey, we still have this. We still have cactus. We still got these farms. And we still got iron. So it's not over yet, guys. Don't worry. It sucks pretty bad, but this is why you put stuff in chests. Because now we've saved some of it. It could have all been just instantly destroyed, but we still have 13 diamonds, guys. I know it looks bad, and it certainly is, but it's not over yet. I'm gonna try to recover from that loss, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I am so sorry again. Please don't rage quit. Actually, you can. You totally can. I wanted to for a while. Oh my goodness. Guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again in the next one.